Welcome. Yes. That very sinister grin. Hey, pal Joshy, how's it going, buddy? Let me just open up my brew. Ooh, it's starting again. Going back to my roots, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we started with. This is what we started game night with. Started streaming. Oh no, I'm sorry. Alien Isolation. But this was the very next game. Ooh, spooky. How's it going, pal Joshy? How are you, buddy? You doing okay? Hope everything's well. Did you start school already, by the way? Also, got this guy, Sam Adams 76. Cheers, everyone. Delicious. School has started, okay. Dude, that's loud. That's pretty loud, isn't it? Let me know if it's too loud. Let me know if it's too loud, because I can turn it down if need be. Oh, I love this game. That's awesome, dude. What grade are you in now? Press start button. Go to load game. Also, you've been playing anything? You've been making anything? You were always really creative making those Portal levels, making Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic pictures or graphics. Oh yeah. So I got my old files. Round 6. I played this game 5 times. I beat this game 5 times, and I was on my 6th time. I also have an impossible. Here it is, Chapter 6, Environmental Hazard, Impossible. So already halfway through. I'm gonna do it. I'm finally gonna do it, guys. I'm finally playing and beating this game on Impossible, and I'm gonna get that last achievement that I need. It's happening. But yeah, I've got, let's see, round 5. I mean, I'm so overpowered in this game, it's ridiculous. Looks like this is probably the most recent right here. Chapter 5, Lethal Devotion. Round 6. Insane. I've been playing Minecraft Tech Kit for the past few weeks. We're currently at Mars, and once we're done with all the stuff we want to do there, we're going to continue on to another mod pack. Cool. You play with like a server, I'm guessing, right? Oh man, I'm so excited for this. Also, what sucks is I was doing a playthrough with Sniper V2, Sniper Elite V2, and I was about halfway through. I had been doing like all the collectibles run, and I've been doing it on the hardest difficulty. And there was like 2 different kind of there was gold bars and there was bottles. You had to shoot the bottles, you had to find the gold bars. And I was beating it on the hardest difficulty. I was halfway through, and I deleted my saves. I was so mad. I can't get them back. Playing on a friend's server. Okay, gotcha. That's pretty cool, dude. That's awesome. What do you, like, what classes are you taking in school? Man, I was so upset. It's like, how it took me so long, because each level You have to. I had to like watch a walkthrough and get all the, watch the next part. Get all the stuff. Make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, anyway, we're gonna jump in on this. Oh, this is long overdue. Knock knock, mother ducker. How's it going, my friend? How's it going, duder? It's good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Well, it's just normal school classes for me, like math and languages and all that stuff. Gotcha. Doing good? Nice. Good to see you, buddy. Mr. the Code Man. Mr. Brady. Mr. Brady. Hello, it's me. It's me, Mr. Brady. Okay, so I still have to fight the Leviathan. Ooh. I gotta reorient myself and refamiliarize myself with the controls. Also, it's way too dark. I gotta turn up the brightness. It's all the way down. Why is it all the way down? There we go. Now I can actually see. I think it was all the way down because I wanted it to be as scary as possible. When did I become Japanese? You're not Japanese, silly. You're Vietnamese. You're Chinese, bro. Planning on doing some college work as well. Nice. Good, good, good. College work, huh? What you doing with college? Mr. Brady. Did you mean to have the chat not show this time? Oh yeah, I kind of changed things around. I simplified it. I got the gameplay full size, full screen. But I mean, if you guys like it, if you guys don't like it, we can go back to the old way. I don't mind. I have the other one already set up anyway. Just in another scene. It's just I have to I wouldn't have to change anything, to be honest. I'm in college for video game design and okay. Dude. What? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. When did you... I thought you were in... Were you were a senior? This last school season? It's been a while. It has. Well, since we've talked about school, yeah. Wow, dude, congrats. I didn't put two and two together. I don't know why. I thought you were only like not a freshman, a junior. I think because you told me you were 17. And I was 17. I was a junior when I was 17. I was a senior when I was 18. I was when I first met you, yeah. I guess it's just me, like, just thinking about the past as the present. So that's my fault. Look at all this stuff I have. Good God. My inventory, okay. I'm playing on Impossible. I'm too old. Dude, I'm turning 33 this year. I'm turning 33 in, like, 2 months. Wow. I just realized that. I'm turning 33 in 2 months. That's old, guys. Dude, oh my god, yeah. Guys, can you tell? Wait a second. I don't think I've streamed since the incident. Look at my face. Look at my face. Can you tell that my beard is like 5 inches shorter? I'll be here lurking. Got you on my second monitor. Yeah! Oh, ham. How's it going, man? Just in time. Oh, shoot. There we go. Just in time to see the beard. The 5-inch shorter beard. Remember, guys, it was like all the way down to here. I did notice the beard was a bit shorter. Yeah. I cut it. And in fact, unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut the whole thing. Sorry, guys. You got gray hairs is all I noticed. I do have gray hairs. I do. It's sad. Well, it's good to see you, Ohem. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's always good to see you. I hope you're doing well. No, so we got to go this way. So I don't remember, like, it's been a long time since I played this. I'm probably going to do terribly. Please don't judge me. What I wish I could do is do my really good file and just change it to impossible. But I can't do that. No lurking allowed. Nah, that's fine. I don't mind. I mean, yeah, no lurking, guys. Come on. You need to subscribe, follow, donate, share, like, comment, donate again. I got an old game you should play. Oh yeah, what game? Let's see. I've got no nodes. I got no nodes. I could do damage. Once I get another node. Another node. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I have that on... I think that was a free game on Xbox a while back. And it was also... I have it on... Do I have it on PS3? I think I have it on PS3. I have it on Steam. Yeah. It's so good, dude. People have been telling me that for a long time, and I don't know why it takes me forever to play a game, but it just does. It takes me forever to play games. So, like, start a new game. You know what? I should probably use a health pack. It's X. Okay. Oh, no. Not this part. Dude, I'm gonna get destroyed. Well, welcome back to the game, I guess, right? Welcome back to Dead Space. Yep, here we go. Here we go. No! Dude, that legitimately scared the crap out of me. I'm not even joking. It's just a oh. Oh, I'm dead. I'm done. I got no health. How do I use my stasis? I don't remember. Dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Dude. Oh, okay. I hope you guys didn't hear me scream like that. Scream like a little girl. Later, once I finished everything. That noise. You did hear me. Dang it. I'm sorry, guys. It's gonna happen a lot. That's why I've been putting this game off. Because it's freaking hard. It's on impossible. Like, I can't help it. Oh, and there's no... Oh, I've been trying to do the... I was trying to do the roll. There's no roll in this one. I'm an idiot. I forgot. Later, once I finish everything, I can use the new Discord feature to stream SCP containment breach to your server if everyone wants. You can do that? You can stream onto a server? What new Discord feature? That sounds awesome. It's for Nitro users at the moment because it's still in beta form. Okay. Dude, that's awesome. I might get Nitro just so that I can do that. Then we can do like Discord streams only. And yeah, man, you should do that. You should stream to the server if you can. Oh, dude, that scared the crap out of me. There's a tiny bit of input lag, I'm not gonna lie. There's a little bit of input lag. It's not much, really. It's just a very slightly. I think it's because I'm playing on the Xbox One. I'm playing Xbox 360 on the Xbox One, so it's like has to go through two like menus or whatever. Like all inputs have to go through. It has to go through the Xbox One and then emulated through the Xbox 360, probably. You think your screams are bad? Your screams are bad. SCP containment breach brings so much out of me noise-wise. Well, then I want to see it, my friend. Dude, there's one spot in particular that I remember is so hard in this game. There's a long hallway. No. I saw another guy. I saw another guy over here. You can't trick me. Let's see. Locked door. Mike tries to open it anyways. Yeah, bro. You gotta try. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Yes! Give me that. Give me that goodness. I'll take that, my friend. Yeah. Free roam horror games scare the heck out of me, while games like FNEF don't even scare me at all. I think it's just because of the fact that there could be anything right behind a corner or suddenly running up behind you that's so scary. Yeah. Like how that one guy creeped up on me. That scared me. I think it's the fact it's so scary to me right now is because I could die at any moment. It's not. I have it on impossible, so it's really hard. I think that's what's causing me to be scared. It's so much easier to die. There's not like that layer of protection that I normally have with like playing on normal. Oh, I just heard. Yep, I hear monsters. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Dude. Not cool. Burnt chicken attacks. There's something else. There's something else, isn't there? I'm gonna go back and save. No, I'm not. I don't want to go that far. There's probably gonna be something that comes out and gets me. Alright, so containment breach. When and where? When and where, Cody? When and where? When will you be streaming it? I'm assuming
replacing nuclear threat.
The where will be on Discord. But what server? Your server? Someone else's server?
Warning. Toxics detected in atmosphere processing. A repair technician has been notified.
Wow, really? A repair technician, huh? Well, that's super helpful, super handy. Where do I need to go? Alright, I need to go that way, so let's just see what's over here real quick. Because I think there's a save. There is! There's the save! Woo! Tonight at 6 or 7 o'clock on my server. How many hours is that? Because you know time zones. 6 or 7 o'clock, that's like 4 hours. What time is it? No, I'm sorry. That's like 3 hours. Well, hang on a sec, because 6 or 7 o'clock, I'm gonna be busy. You could do that if you want, but I'm not gonna be able to make that. I can do later. I can do like 9, but I have a dinner arrangement. I'm having my family over. Oh, okay. Yeah, then do, if you want to do like 9 o'clock. It's up to you. So yeah, so if it's 9 o'clock, it'll be like 6 hours. Pow Joshi. Poo Joshi. I've had a lot of coffee today, so that's why I'm a bit energetic right now. And I finally have the day off. Gosh dang it. So, guys, oh my god. I have been working my butt off for the past, like, week. Well, I mean, I've been working my butt off for a while. But, it's, like, even more so this past week because all of our store managers for GameStop are out of town. They're all at a conference right now. So literally every GameStop store manager, unless they like literally just got hired, but every GameStop store manager is in Nashville right now at a conference. So the assistant store managers, me, are running the stores. Yeah, I'm running a store. I'm running a GameStop. I know, that's scary. Trust me, I'm just as scared as you are. So I've been, like, just making sure everything runs smoothly, which means I've been there longer than I should be every day, making sure that everything's fine, making sure that we make sales, making sure that we get all the tasks done, that we're doing everything on schedule. Oh my, it's been taking up a lot of my time and I've been very stressed, so I'm just really happy that I got the day off today, and I actually have tomorrow off, although I still have my guitar lessons tomorrow. But that's nothing. I can take, that's no big deal. But that just means that I can stay up late tonight. And that I can play video games. Let's see. I'll start at 8:30 then, so it's a little fair to everyone. All right, yeah, that's fine. Hey, now you're the charity, right? Yeah, because we always ask if people want to donate to charity. They're like, I'm like, hey, would you like to donate to me?
Make us whole again.
Ooh. Like, hello, would you like to donate to me? Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this person no opportunity whatsoever to they will have no opportunity whatsoever to inhabit these, oh, that was weird, to inhabit these bodies. That's right. Oh, die! Holy moly! Did you see how many shots it took to kill that one thing? They were coming after me, man. Holy moly. Holy moly. I can stream another game tomorrow again then. If you want to, dude. I might also stream tomorrow. So we could do like a dual back-to-back stream. I still hate that line. What line? Yeah, that thing took a lot of shots. Alright. Let's keep on going, guys. You know what it is? It's not input lag, actually. It's the dead zones are not... Yeah, it's the dead zones. It's not input lag. The dead zones are too big. I'm like moving my stick back and forth right now, and it's not moving at all. Look. You can see my thumb moving. I don't know if you can see my thumb moving, but it's not moving at all. The dead zones are too big. Let me see if I can fix that. Controls. Let's turn vibration off. It's literally all you can do. Okay. Subtitles on, please. What the heck? Oh, you do see it? Okay. Make us whole again, Isaac. Yeah, that's what's throwing me off. I wonder why. And did I notice? Was it like that for the 360? I wonder. Well, seeing as I'm using a different controller, it's possible that it's not. That it wasn't like that. It's likely, even. Oh god. Dude! It's like, there was another game that was like that. Where the dead zones were terrible. What game? Oh. No, it was like this originally. Because I remember playing it on the PC. And I was going to use the mouse and keyboard. But the dead zones were awful. So I couldn't use the mouse. I remember that. The dead zones were way too big. So I had to use a controller specifically for this game. Dude. Oh, also the guys that run really fast? Holy crap. Yeah, okay, so it was originally like this. Why did they do that? That noise. Did you hear that? It's like something needed to be open. Cut the arm off! Cut that dang arm off there, Isaac. Make us whole again. Make us parts again.
Entering zero gravity.
Oh god, here we go. Someone's leg. Wonderful. Let's see. Alright, so we gotta go over here. How do I do it? Y. Okay, gotta press Y. Mike is going hillbilly. Everyone run! That dang old thing. Oh, that dang old thing. Oh, those dang old things. Okay, you need to die. You need to die right now. Where are you? Ah, dang you. Dang you, dang you, dang you. Dude, how am I not hitting you at all? Oh boy. Oh, I don't have any more ammo for this? Oh god. Hammond's alive. God. Oh God. This is terrible. Why would they put spikes like that? What's the purpose of that? I mean, really, like, what's the point? Get it? What's the point? I know, I'm so clever. Okay. Took long enough. Wasted all my ammo, yo. Pun time with Mike. Can I die yet? No, you're not allowed to. You have to sit through all of my puns. Like, a store visit is required. What do you mean? Like me going to my store and streaming? Derm. Because if that's what you mean, that's never going to happen. Actually, I think it's illegal for me to do that anyway. Oh, that kind of store. Yeah, okay. The store visit is definitely required. It's a requirement.
Hello? Hello, security? Thank God. This is Dr. Cross in hydroponics. I'm trying to locate second engineer Jacob Temple. I can't get through to engineering. Of course I know there's a shipwide medical alert. That's why I'm trying to locate him. No, we're safe for now, but the tram is down and we can't reach the escape pods. Hello? Hello?
Ooh, scary. Let's do it, guys. Oh, yes. Stasis. I got my stasis, guys. I got my stasis. Don't waste the bullet. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I didn't get it. Alright. I'll get it. Time for Mike to be super fabulous. Alright, got it. So it goes this one. Oh, no, 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 no. Dude. Is there another one? I'm gonna smoke you out. There is another one. I hear him. Maybe not. I don't know. I shouldn't have used... This girl is on fire. He certainly was. Dude, what? There we go. Goodbye. Haha. Sucker. I used to be a master at this game, and I'm scared to death at doing anything right now. If I make it through this chapter, I'll be happy. Was that all that was here? Okay. Wouldn't the gas they produce be flammable and explosive when exposed to fire? I would think so. What gas though? What gas are you talking about? They're very gaseous. They're super gaseous. Oh, the gas from the weird lung monster. Not necessarily. I don't think all gases are flammable. I think really the part that's flammable is the oxygen. Or the not flammable, but like the part that makes it explode is the amount of oxygen that's in the combination of chemicals. No. Screw that. Where's it taking me? Okay. Where's my explosion due to the fire? Oh man. I've got a bit of a headache. Dude, where is it taking me? It's taking me back here, huh? Great. Oh, let's go back down. Well, yeah, so the fire, it's already basically, what's causing the fire is the fact that it's consuming the oxygen in the room. Everyone must be lurking. Possibly. These days I don't have a whole lot of chatter going on. Which makes sense. I mean, I don't stream nearly as often as I used to. And I'm not as entertaining as I used to be either. I basically just stream just to play. Or I stream just to stream, just so that I can play games while I'm streaming. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. You need to die. Who else is in here? Oh, okay, die. Two shots, baby. 2 shots. Call me 2-Shot Willis. Call me 2-Shot Tony. Wasn't there one more that was... oh, that's on the other side. That's right. Okay. Whoa! Well, except last part. What do you mean? Last part of what? Make sure there's nothing around here. Nothing here for 2-Shot Tony. I just realized I have less time than I thought, so I gotta go, but I'll ping everyone when I'm gonna do the SCP thing. Sweet, dude. Can't wait for it. I'll see you then, man. I'll try and jump on as soon as I can. We're gonna do plasma cutter, and we're gonna do damage. See ya later, bud. Make sure these are still closed. And there's nothing else in here, right? This game is so good. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to buy any more weapons. Well, flamethrower is really nice. The force gun actually is super good. Huh. Maybe I should get the force gun. The force gun upgraded all the way is like the best one, in my opinion. Although the flamethrower is helpful, because it kind of just distracts them. Kind of like in Detonation. Oh, let's see. Pulse rounds. Flame fuel. I don't know what if I should just buy more plasma energy. I barely have anything. Oh, I could sell the ruby semiconductor though. Stasis packs. Yeah, let's get the force gun. It's a good weapon. I'm gonna move the large med pack over because I'm not using that. Heck no. We have air cans. Who cares? Stasis packs, plasma energy, line racks. Okay. Buy some plasma. That should be good. Text log. No doubt you're aware of the organic growth found in some parts of the ship. I've been examining the substance and thought the results would interest you. The cells most closely resemble bacteria with viral behavior. Like bacteria, the organism infects other cells through osmosis. Then mutates and reproduces, oh god, agamogenetically. What's amazing is the speed at which it grows. A single bacterium reproduces... Why can't I scroll down? There we go. Reproduces 20-fold in just 1 minute. I've never seen anything like it. I just stake my reputation... I won't stake my reputation on it, but I think this may be a genuine alien life form. Professor Hawley theorizes that it's a habitat transformer. The levels of gaseous output are tremendous, which is why it smells so bad. But to what end, we don't know. I'll keep you posted, Heinrich. Nice. Alright, let's get this mother trucker. He's dead. I don't know how. I don't know if I should have shot all 3 of them, but I did. Don't know if I should have, but I did. Oh. Are you guys tired too, like me? I think I'm finally coming down from that coffee. That didn't take. Whoa! Oh god. Dude, that scared the crap out of me. That scared the crap out of me. Sounds like another creature. I need a power node. Yeah, I don't know. Surprisingly, I'm not tired even though I woke up so early and go to bed so late. I wake up so early. Go to bed so late. Well, good on you, bud. I'm tired.
Vegetative anomalies detected in the East Grove chamber.
I may die.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
No! Don't quarantine me. Oh my god, I forgot about this part. Oh, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. You know what? Let's see if he can get me on here. He probably can. Oh, yeah, he can. Okay. Where am I starting from? Dude. Oh, okay. Not that far, actually. I think I want to go back and get more supplies, because I've got nothing. Like, what do I have? I have... yeah. I'm gonna need more stuff. Okay, let's go back. Excuse me. So Five Nights at Freddy's doesn't scare you, huh? Well, there's too many bodies here all of a sudden. You know, Five Nights at Freddy's, it scares you at first, I feel like. Well, not necessarily you, just in general. It scares people at first, but then, like, you kind of get used to it, and it's just meh. It's not really scary. It's like one or two jump scares, and then you're just like, okay. Except for actually, unless it's like, oh no. It's like almost like the unknown. Like you think there's an animatronic there, you're not sure. You're like, oh god. It's still a fun game though. Alright, I'm gonna have to buy some more. Let's buy some nah, let's just do plasma. Let's just stick with plasma. I feel like that's the best. It's the cheapest. We'll try that. We'll see how that fares. If that's any better? Great. Oh, you know what? And we should probably buy some more health packs. Or grab some. Let's just grab some. I got a ton of them. Right? That's what they're there for, right? They're there so that I can use them. I got a stockpile. I mean, come on. So, I literally can't let him hit me once, basically. Let's go.
Vegetative anomalies detected in the East Grove chamber.
Oh god, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I don't want to play this anymore. I don't want to play this. I'm done. You know what? I don't need to beat this game. It's fine. I'm good. All right. Here we go. I forget what I have to do. I think I have to... Oh, no. Wait a second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Oh, okay, I've got 2 stasis packs. Okay. I should be okay. I should be okay. I should be okay. Dear God, I'm really scared.
Quarantine activated.
Alright, come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's right, buddy. You don't like the feel of that, huh, do you? You don't like the way that feels, do you, huh? Yeah, that's right. Okay. I need another thing. Like now. Woohoo! Oh, God. Come at me, bro. Come at me. Come on, come on, come on. It's gone. No! Oh, my God. What? 2 hits. All right. Wow. That was really loud. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, okay. Let me take a look. Do I have all the stuff that I just got? No, I do not. Okay. I have to go back. So I should probably save. Okay, guys. Yay. All right. Nope. Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I need more ammo. Wait, don't I have... Yeah, I do. Give it to me! Give it to me. And a stasis pack, yes. Move it all over. I'll take another one. Alright, how do I quickly restore my, stasis? Is there a way? That doesn't help me. Let's save again real quick. Wee doggy. I hate this game. I mean, I love this game, but right now I hate it. I'm just thinking, is there a quick way to, other than going here, there's got to be a quick way to restore it, right? Because that's not good. Oh, Y brings up the menu and then... Okay. Okay, I think I got this. I'll just freeze him. The last time I freeze him, I'll bring up the menu and use another one. That's all I'll do. That's it. I got this, guys. I got it. No big deal. This is all me.
Vegetative anomalies detected in the East Grove chamber.
vegetative anomalies?
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Alright guys, I got this, I got this. Come and get me, bro. Come on, come on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Not working, not working, not working. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No! I'm in the corner, I'm in the corner, I'm in the corner. Is he laying down? He is. Oh, shoot. Okay, alright, here we go, guys, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. We got him, we got him. We got him, we got him. Come at me, bro, come on. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Woo! Sucker! I might have wasted like 4 shots, but who cares? I got him. Oh my god. I feel like my neighbors downstairs hate me right now. Screw you, bro! Oh yeah. Very happy. Just in case he tries to come back. He won't be able to do crap. That's right, buddy. That's what you get. That's what you get, bro. That's what you get. Yeah. Shower me. Shower me in your blood. Come on. Come on. Shower me in your blood. Come on. Shower me. Oh! Dude. Let's see if I can really get him. Ready? Oh! Oh! He landed on me. I got him good. There he is. I got him.
Replacing nutrient vat.
Alright.
Replacing nutrient vat.
He be dead, y'all. He be certified dead. Okay. It's probably in here. Probably not one in here, right? Yep. Whoa! Okay. That worked out for me. Oh, Hema, I'm not sure if you're still watching, but are you playing? What are you playing these days? You still playing Darksiders 3? I heard that's a PS Plus game for next month, for September. PlayStation Plus. That and Batman Arkham Knight. Too bad I already have Batman Arkham Knight, but I have it on Steam, a complete edition with all the DLC, and I have it on PS4. But it sounds good. I'll take it.
Hydroponics log, Dr. Cross reporting. Something huge just slammed into the hull near food storage. It wasn't a rogue asteroid. I know what that sounds like. But it was big and heavy. I'll report again when I know more.
The audio is weird right now. Like, can you hear me? At least? My mic sounds weird. What does it sound like? Hang on. I'm gonna listen to it. Oh, there we go. That's better. Oh, there we go. That's better. Alright, I fixed it. Fixed it. Hello? Hello? Hey, babe? I can tell they're home because I hear something on TV. Yeah, like old TV static. That was weird. Is that better? It should be better now. Should be better now. Well, so I was asking before Do you? What are you playing right now? Are you still playing Darksiders 3? Oh, hem. You still on that? And also, because I was going to mention, for PlayStation Plus, the free games for PlayStation Plus is Darksiders 3 and I think Batman Arkham Knight. Remnant is what I'm playing right now. Oh, okay. Oops. Let's turn that off. Remnant. Cool, cool, cool. So Remnant from the Ashes, right? That's like a Dark Souls-like game, Soulsborne game. In the genre of Soulsborne. Oh no, not this part. I know what's happening right now. I know what's about to happen. Okay, here we go. It's a bit buggy. Oh, okay. Alright, let's, what? Where's my thing? No! Oh god, no! Woo! Guys, I just got it. Oh my good lord. This game will make a man out of you. That's for darn sure. Yeah, so what's buggy about it?
This is Temple, acting chief engineer. I came down here to find Dr. Elizabeth Cross, but she's not here. In fact, I can't find anyone, just more of this organic shit everywhere. I'm going to check the mining deck. It's about the only place I haven't looked yet.
About the only place I haven't looked yet. Wow, bro. Really? Look at that. Don't believe their lies. Read what they're really saying. Read what they're really saying, yeah. So there's the alphabet, and then you can go. There's probably stuff written somewhere. You can actually decipher it if you wanted to. Decipher it. Decipher it.
Entering zero gravity.
You can decipher that stuff. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm going to Hawaii next week. It's gonna be awesome. I'm going to Hawaii for a whole week. Taking a week off from work, heading over to Hawaii. Yeah, just for the week, and going to be enjoying that, loving that. I'm gonna be going with the wife, and I'm gonna be going with our friend. And we're gonna be visiting a friend who lives there. But he only lives there for another like month and a half, maybe. So, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. Like, I'm really excited. We're leaving. So our plane leaves Saturday night. We're gonna get there on Sunday at some point. We're gonna have a layover, like a 7-hour layover in California, somewhere. I think California. I don't remember. And then from there, we're gonna fly to Hawaii. Dude, I'm so excited. I can't wait. soak up that sun, and it's gonna be fun. So I won't be streaming, if it isn't obvious, for that week. I'm gonna bring my Switch though. Got those food. Ooh, I can't use that? I'll take that. There we go. But yeah, dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hawaii. I don't know which parts of Hawaii we're going to be going, but the most important thing is that I won't be at work. That's the more important thing. I won't be at work for a whole week. It'll be amazing. Amaze balls. Honestly, they did a very good job at EA and Visceral. Did a very good job at improving the core gameplay of these games. So number 2 and number 3 are they handle so much better than this one. Now that I'm going back and playing this one, it's definitely not as smooth and as tight as the second and the first. Lewis Foxworthy. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Do you stream on PS4 or PC? I've been trying to figure out why I can't get Twitch to work. Weird. I stream on pretty much everything. Oh, there he is. I stream on everything, actually, but I don't typically stream on PC. I usually stream on consoles. But I have every console basically. Not every console, but I have all the, the major ones. PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PS3, Xbox 360, Wii. I don't have the Wii U. I don't have any of the handhelds except for the Vita and the Switch. I'm just going in a circle, aren't I? What about you, man? What about you, Lewis Foxworthy?
Exiting zero gravity.
I've been trying to start streaming on PS4 for fun, but Twitch always says I'm offline and I'm only streaming for myself. I was wondering if anyone knew anything that would help. Spellcaster mentioned something about my router, so I reset it. I restarted my PS4, but none of that worked. Oh, cool. So you know Fox Spellcaster. Nice, dude. Alright, we need to go back this way. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I really don't know the answer, to be honest. Fox Spellcaster would know more about it than me. Ohem might be able to help you, though. Ohem's pretty good at that stuff. Whew. Dude, I gotta say, I am not... I don't want to continue this. I want to stop. I want to play something else. I think I went to the 3rd level already. He introduced me to you, and I changed my Twitch name since I last made it to any stream. Oh, cool. Well, what was your old Twitch name?
That's the last one, Isaac. There's a switch in atmosphere control to restart the oxygen recycling. Once the air's clean, you can get into food storage. Isaac, I've been reading these reports. The crew all began having mass...
Because he's dead. He been dead for years. My old Twitch was Loose Stew. Oh yeah, Loose Stew plays games. Nice, dude. I decided it was dumb and went for something else. I didn't think that was dumb. Either way though, it's good to see you, bud. Welcome back. Oh, I hear it. Lustu. So what have you been playing? Ah, did it really? Oh, my stupid capture card. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to reset the stream. So I was able to do it once without having to reset it, but time to ask for donations for a better card. Oh god. Hey, donations. No, I'm kidding. No. You don't have to donate. Not that you can't. You guys are always welcome to, but I you know, I don't want to go down that route. Just feel like it's one of those things where, you know, you either have to be like full-time streaming or like a charity or something. I've been playing Inside because it's my favorite game of all time, but Twitch doesn't seem to like it. That's a pretty cool game. I never finished it myself. I'm taking these off for a second. Oh man, these start to hurt my ears after a while. Oh. Let me see if I can fix it without having to turn off the stream. Honestly, I was okay with taking a break from that game. That game is certainly, you know, it's tough on Insane or Impossible. I've been considering replaying God of War. It's just that good. What, the new one? Did you do it on Give Me God of War? Did you beat it on Give Me God of War yet? I have not. I played Give Me a Challenge, beat it, and restarted it. Did a new game plus on Give Me God of War, but I never didn't really get that far. Kind of want to play through the whole story of Red Dead Redemption 2 again because I liked that a lot too. Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, that was a good one. I thought about going back to Red Dead Redemption, the first one. Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption. Ooh, what's going on? Video capture. How do you like refresh it? Gotta refresh. Red Dead Detention. I'm in Red Dead Detention, guys. It sucks. Give me that Red Dead Detention, yo. Detention. Configure video. As soon as I unplug it and plug it back in, it's not gonna work. It's just not going to. It's that stupid. Yeah, I need a new capture card. This happens. This literally is happening now every stream. Every time I stream, this happens. Sometimes it even happens twice. I don't even know if I have another mini USB cable. It's the mini one. It's not even micro USB. It's mini USB. That's how old this thing is. Let's see. Is this mini? Oh, that one's too short. It is mini, though. That's way too short. Eh, maybe not, actually. Let's try it. just need to get a new computer as well. Let's try this guy. Yeah, that doesn't even read. I don't know if something's wrong. Oh, there we go. That's reading. Something's wrong with my PS4 and Sony, or if it's Twitch. I'm still irritated about that. Yeah, that really stinks, dude. That really stinks. Oh, that did something. Did it? Oh yeah, the image is back, but it's still frozen. Like, yeah, it's no video capture. That's so weird. So it brought back the frozen image. I'm playing on my TV, it's not frozen. What do you think that could be? So, just in OBS it's frozen. On my TV it's fine. And the both, it's going into the capture card, my system, and then it's going into my TV and into the computer. So what do you think the issue is? Oh, it just brought up this frozen picture again. So I wonder if, let me do deactivate, just see what that does. And activate. See if that does anything. Of course. Of course. Stupid. Alright, well, I'll be right back.